Hi again, Gainesville families. It's Miss Romano, third grade teacher from Norton Elementary. I'm here in my at-home classroom, excited to talk to you again and bring you another teacher tip to help you get through this distance learning adventure.
So we are going to go over a step-by-step method to solve word problems. I will show you an example and I'll give you some online resources. So our method is a 5-step method. And don't worry, I know it seems like a lot, but I will talk you through each and break each one down for you. So step 1 is reading the word problem at least 2 times. Now the first time, I want you to read it just from the first word to the last word. Just get it all in. The second time, I want you to circle keywords and underline important information. Now, keywords might be some clue words that indicate what kind of operation you might be using. For example, how many more I would circle because that is a subtraction clue. Step 2, you're going to ask yourself, what information is the problem giving me? And what do I need to find out? For step 3, you're going to decide how to solve the problem. Now, this is not where you actually solve the problem, but you're going to think through it. What strategies can I use? What operations do I need to use? And do I need to use more than one operation to solve it? Step 4 is where you are going to solve the problem. Write out those equations and actually do the arithmetic and adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing, or a combination of any of those. And finally, step 5, you're going to check for reasoning. Does it make sense? Is there a way you can double check yourself? And I do want to note that it is really common for students to go from step 1 and jump all the way down to step 4. But I highly recommend using this method and making sure they go through steps 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, because that's going to increase the understanding that they have of the problem and also increase the accuracy of their answer. So let's look at an example. Here's a word problem we have. Julie climbed 15 steps up the giant slide. She climbed down 6 steps to talk to her friend Maria. Then she climbed up 8 steps to get to the top. How many steps does the slide have? Now, the second time, you're going to circle keywords, clue words, and underline important information. And it's going to look like this for this word problem. Julie climbed up 15 steps of the giant slide. So I circled climbed up because up means go increasing, which would be associated with addition. I underlined 15 steps because that's how many steps she climbed up, and so that's important to know. The next sentence, she climbed down 6 steps to talk to her friend Maria. Now I circle climb down because if you're going down, you are decreasing, which is associated with subtraction. I underlined 6 steps because, again, that's important information we need to know, the number of steps she's going up or down. The next sentence, then she climbed up 8 steps to get to the top. Again, I circled she climbed, up should be included in that. So I should have circled climbed up. Again, that's increasing, so addition. And I did underline 8 steps because that's the numerical value of how many steps were being either climbed up or down. And our last sentence, how many steps does the slide have? So we've completed step 1, reading it at least twice and circling our clue words and underlining our important information. On to step 2. Ask yourself, what do I know? What data or information has a problem provided for us? Well, 1, Julie climbed up 15 steps. We know that. We also know that she climbed back down 6 steps. We also know that she climbed up 8 steps, and after that, she was at the top of the giant slide. Continuing on with step 2, what do I need to know? So what am I trying to find out? We're trying to find out how many steps does the slide have. Step 3, how can I solve the problem? Again, we are going to think of climbing up as adding and climbing down as subtracting. First, Julie climbed up the 15 steps and then back down 6. So she's at 15, climbs down 6. So we are going to have to subtract 15 minus 6. After that, she went back up 8 steps to the top. So whatever 15 minus 6 equals, that difference we have to add to 8. So that's how we are going to solve the problem. Step 4 is solve. Here you're going to write down your equations and solve them. So the answer for this word problem is the slide has 17 steps. We're almost done. We still have a step. We're not quite finished, even though we did solve it. So step 5, check for reasoning. Pretend we didn't find the answer 17 for a moment. Maybe somehow you got an answer of 2. Now, when you're asking yourself, does this make sense? Could a giant slide have only 2 steps? No, that wouldn't make much sense. So in that case, you would have to go back and retrace your steps 1 through 4, and figure out where you went wrong, maybe what you have to do differently. Another thing you can do here is draw a picture to double check yourself. Drawing a picture is a great strategy to double check your work. Some great online resources, your teachers. We are here to help you. If you have trouble with a skill, email, we can video conference, we can talk on the phone with you. We are still here to help. YouTube is actually a great resource as well. They have tutorials for lots of different math skills. KhanAcademy.org is a fantastic website for demonstrations of math strategies. BrainPop and BrainPop Junior are also really great video clips to explain different math skills. And Flowcabulary is a wonderful math program that incorporates music with math skills, and it's just very catchy and really fun. Thank you so much. We know that you are juggling so many things at home. Teachers understand that, schools understand that. We are here for you. We thank you for your support, and we are going to be able to do this together.